Friends from the press, I'll mainly brief you on the following two aspects. First, the basics of the report to the 20th CPC National Congress. The Congress is a meeting of great importance, held at a critical time as the entire party and the Chinese people of all ethnic groups are embarking on a new journey to build China into a modern socialist country in all respects, and to realize the second centenary goal. The report adopted at the Congress expounded on a host of major theoretical practical issues and summarized the work of the past 5 years and great changes in the first decade of the new era. It identified the theme of the Congress, elaborates on the new frontier in adapting Marxism to the Chinese context and the needs of the times, and sets out the CPC's missions and tasks in the new journey of the new era. It also sets out China's overall objectives for the next 5 years. It is a political declaration and a program of action for the CPC to unite and lead the Chinese people of all ethnic groups to strive for the victory of socialism with Chinese characteristics in the new era. It is a guideline of Marxism. It demonstrates the full implementation of intra-party democracy and the whole process people's democracy, and encapsulates the wisdom of the whole party and people of all ethnic groups. Opinions were sought extensively from more than 4,700 people, and also from online from the public. Online opinions was over 80,000 items. The report epitomizes the practical experience and theoretical innovations of the party and people in the new era, the wisdom of the whole party and society, and meets the expectations of the people. It will surely have a significant, far-reaching impact on the party to unite and lead the people in building a socialist modern China and promoting the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation, and will help the international community to better understand the party's philosophy, approach, and capacity of governance. Next, I would like to share with you my observations of the great changes in the first decade of the new era. The first section of the report touches lightly on the work of the past 5 years since the 19th Party Congress, and heavily on the great changes in the first decade of the new era. The past decade has been a decade in which China's development has taken a new and great step forward, and the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation has been accelerated. In the past decade, the party united and led all people and adopted a number of strategic measures, developed a range of transformative practices, and made a series of breakthroughs and landmark advances. We have withstood risks and challenges in the political, economic, ideological, and natural domains, secured historic achievements, and seen historic changes in the cause of the party and the country, and taken China on a new journey toward building a modern socialist country in all respects. The great changes of the first decade in the new era have been all-dimensional, fundamental, and paradigm-shifting, which could be seen in the aspects of reform, development, stability, domestic and foreign affairs and national defense, and the governance of the party, the country, and the military. The report summarizes the great changes of the past decade in 16 aspects and comprehensively demonstrates the magnificent journey of the great changes of the new era. As far as I'm concerned, there are 6 aspects of great significance. First, the major political outcome of the two establishments is achieved. It is a major political judgment made by the party since the 18th CPC Congress. It is the most important political achievement in the first decade of the new era, and a fundamental reason for the great changes. It plays a decisive role in advancing the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation and the development of the party and the country. Second, the CPC has tempered itself through revolution and grown stronger. After 10 years of full and rigorous party self-governance, we have addressed the problem of lax and weak self-governance in party organizations at the root and removed serious hidden dangers in the party, the country, and the military. The party has maintained a closer bond with the people and has made profound improvements. It is of major and far-reaching significance to ensure that the party will never change its nature, its conviction, or its character, and ensure that the party remains the strong leadership of socialism with Chinese characteristics. Third, the goal of building a moderately prosperous society in all respects is met. In the past decade, we implemented the new development philosophy, pursued high-quality development, deepened supply-side structural reform, and sped up the building of a new pattern of development. We won the battle against poverty, which historically resolved the problem of absolute poverty, and completed the building of a moderately prosperous society in all respects on schedule, which ushered in a new era of comprehensive economic and social progress that has never been seen in the history of the Chinese nation and has benefited the entire population. It has laid a more solid material foundation for the achievement of the second centenary goal and the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. Fourth, the ability to safeguard national security is strengthened. In the past decade, we implemented a holistic approach to national security, ensured both development and security, and improved the national security system. We have not yielded any ground on matters of principle and effectively handled the provocative and disruptive attempts of the hostile forces on Taiwan, Hong Kong, Tibet, Xinjiang, and the South China Sea. We have defended the national sovereignty, security, and development interests with firm determination and comprehensively strengthened national security. Fifth, China's international standing is significantly advanced. In the past decade, we fully advanced major country diplomacy with Chinese characteristics, promoted the building of a community with a shared future for mankind, firmly upheld international fairness and justice, and advocated true multilateralism. We opposed hegemonism and power politics, unswervingly opposed unilateralism, protectionism, and bullying practices, and taken an active part in the reform and building of the global governance system. China's international influence, appeal, and power to shape have risen markedly. Sixth, China's institutional strengths are more significant. In the past decade, we have comprehensively deepened reform with enormous political courage and removed institutional obstacles in all areas. This has enabled us to put in place fundamental institutional frameworks and to achieve historic, systemic, and holistic transformations in many fields. The system of socialism with Chinese characteristics has become more mature and well-defined, and China's system capacity for governance have been further modernized, providing a more complete institutional guarantee for the long-term stability of the party and the country, and for the rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. The great changes cannot be made without the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping at its core and the united and relentless efforts of the whole party, military, and people. They have come from the collective dedication and hard work of our party and our people. They will be remembered as a glorious chapter in the history. Thank you very much.